Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Seagrain Hart, and welcome back to Factorio. Now, I do apologize about not streaming the past week. I don't have an excuse this time. I just didn't. But on the other hand, I did actually two things about this. Okay, first, I have more mods now. Factorio. Well, I now have the 5dim stuff by, well, 5dim. It's much like Bob's mods in that regard. It's because Bob's mods are like bobbing about. There's Archangel. A lot of the mods are like that. Oh, and Yuki Industries is by Yuki Tani. So there's that as well. But yeah, so now we also have 5dims fix. Not sure what that exactly is. What it does. Well, looks like it's mining and transport. Alright, so automated fuel and ammo. Most likely automatically fills in things properly. Preferably fuel and ammunition if possible. Alright, so that's what that does. 5dims automation, 5dims battlefield, bot recaller, core, decoration, energy, equipment, infinite research, gals, logistic, mining, module, nuclear, ores, resources, trade, trains, transport, vehicle, and of course, once again, still AAI. Industry is the main mod for that. Programmable structures, programmable vehicles, signals, which I notice doesn't actually need AAI. And oh, well, those were bullet trains, cool. Of course, AI vehicles. Then, of course, the vehicles, which is chain gunner, flame tank, flame tumbler, hauler, laser tank, miner, and Morden. Of course, the zones, alien biomes, high-res terrain, Angels add-ons, or with... Okay, Angels refining, Angels smelting, Angels petrochemical processing, infinite ores. Oh, components actually do need that. RSO mod, that's what it is. Okay, so Angels components, let's do that. Add-on, and then of course the warehouse, pressure tanks, petrochem train, ore silos. Atomic artillery, the base mod of the actual game. Adjustable inserters, assembly machines, and then of course we have Bob's mods, which is adjustable inserters, assembly machines, electronics, enemies, functions, library mod, which lets all of Bob's mods run, greenhouse, logistics, metals, chemicals, and intermediates, mining, modules, ores, power, revamped, tech, vehicle, equipment, warfare, clock, dark matter replicators, deadlocks stacking for 5dim, add stacking on crane belt compression for some products, including 5dim's mods, Evo GUI, which is evolution factor indicator and some other things, faster drone charge capacity, incendiary munitions, long reach, my tree mod, which is craft and plant blueprintable tree saplings that grow into trees and automated with the Recursive Blueprints mod. Speaking of, we do have recursive blueprints now, so the recursive in this series name is makes sense now. Alright, and then of course NP utilities, napalm artillery, natural tree expansion, the one that works, recursive blueprints, recursive blueprint extended, wall blocks walls block splitters, what is it really used for, what is missing, which we're actually going to disable in a moment. Of course, Yuki Industries, engines, railway, and tech tree. Now, before we actually disable what is missing, I want to install mods. There we go. Arc 666 Angel. There we go. Oh, so okay, that's see what electricity create. Alright, that's not that. What I want is processing. What was it? Infinite ores. Components. Which one's the components? And of course RSO. I'm not 100% sure, but it says this. I'm assuming it's going to be that. Probably. Alright, so what we're going to do is, not sure what, whatever. Alright, so we're going to install this one, and install, oh. That's interesting. Alright, install that one as well. I'm assuming it's that. And now let's try. I'm going to assume it's that one. I'm assuming it's that. Eh.
This is the one I'm sorry. I didn't eat any.
Right. Now let's see. That's good enough. So back. It's going to refresh the game. Oh well, not much we can do about that. Now, of course, turning off what is missing is also going to actually turn around and reset the game. So I probably should have did this beforehand, but I didn't think of it until I saw what is missing. I forgot to deactivate that, but oh well. So yeah, once again, it's going through all of the mods and loading that up, and oh yeah, it's going to hang a little bit. Yeah, I'm not doing it today. Okay, so actually, before I get to that, the second thing. So first thing was I found more mods. I've got more mods. The second thing is, after much consideration and seeing as the main thing that I wanted for this series was that I would go out and explore, and actually have to explore. But with the with everything being the infinite ores all surrounding me, it doesn't really lead to exploration. So I'm actually going to be starting the map over, because for one, the infinite ores while yes, they were posing as a challenge because they required specific liquids in order to mine, but because they were everything, it was because everything around me, except for the little bits that I started with, it was posing a different kind of challenge. So with that, and the fact that I have more mods, including RSO now, I'm going to be restarting again, sadly. This time, I should, emphasis on should, be able to eventually at least launch a rocket. Alright, so once again, back into mods. Let's see. Oh, Angel's Industries. Ah. Alright, so I do need bioprocessing for that. Okay, so before we do that, I'm actually going to... Where is it? It's missing. Top of that. Actually, I'm tempted to just delete it. Yeah, you know, I'm just going to delete it. Alright. So I can only... Alright, well, I'm going to toggle that, and then pull up Angel. No. Arc 666. Alright, so bioprocessing. That's needed. Alright. That should be everything. What's this do again? And sealing water, electricity created. There's one step more to get solid sodium hydroxide solution. The ratio is 100. Well, Angel's mods is difficult enough already. Okay, so yes, I got new mods. I'll be starting over because new mods, and now to the third thing. Okay, I won't be doing it this time, but I will eventually at some point do a multiplayer game of Factorio. Now, whenever I do a multiplayer game, deliberately multiplayer, not like the Starbound stuff, but yes, deliberately multiplayer. Whenever I do that stuff, they will be open to the servers. The multiplayer games will be open. They will be open, however, to only people who are in my Discord server, which can be found down below if you're watching live on Twitch, or if you're watching after the fact on YouTube, then it's in the description. Yes, they will be passworded, just so random people don't actually join and have no idea what's going on. But yes, the passwords will always be in my Discord server. I have a special chat. I don't remember what Discord calls them. But yes, passwords will be in the Discord. Oh. Hello again, Fubert and Kazma. what does it call it? Channels, right? Text channels. Of course, that's what it calls it. Alright, so game's loaded in. So full screen, and let's see. That's working. That's working. Optional dependencies, bombs, enemies. Right. So that's working. That is disabled. Still installed, but disabled. I don't know. They might fix it eventually. Back. Alright, so with that, we'll go into a new game. I think last time I hit rich resources, and that's why it was everywhere. This time I'm going to hit real world. Interesting. Hold up. I still have. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh. Oh, I see what's going on. Best used with RSO mod to have infinite ores in the core of regular resource patches. Has config options to change the yield for all infinite resources, including oil. Oh, so oil technically is considered an infinite resource. Oh, I see. That's actually kind of cool. Oh, no, yes, it is an infinite resource, but because over time the yield gets smaller and smaller and smaller. I see. Okay, I see what's going on. All right, so yeah, that's what's happening here. All right, so we are actually going to change the frequencies. It's going to be actually no low, but very big. Fissures. I haven't really done much with the fissures or the crude oil yet, simply because I haven't reached that point. Because there's AAI, Yuki, angels, and bombs, and all add so much stuff to the beginning of the game. I haven't reached that point yet, so I'm gonna leave fissures and crude oil alone. Except I will change the richness of everything. All right, so low, 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 and low. That can be the same. Now everything is going to be very good richness. Alright, so here's that. Now terrain settings. Yeah, it can be medium. Let's see. Water, normal, very big, trees, very high, very big, and very good. And those can be the same. That can all be the same. Turn this on. Right, 120, 120, 120. All right, can I? Ah, excellent, I can. There's that. Alright, now let's, I wish you could do fractional in this, because then I could be like 1.5, so it's only 50% more. Alright, now everything should be set up. Resources. Actually, I wonder if I can see. I kind of wish, like, somewhere here, or in advanced settings, somewhere, maybe down here or something, somewhere where you could turn around and say, save this as a preset. Save these settings as a preset. I don't know if, like, there actually is a button that says that. I haven't found it yet, so there's that. But without any, we're all set. We're good to go. So without further ado, generate. Ah, yes, another. Before I hit tab, another update. I will not be doing Crusader Kings 2 for a while. Doing that was a little bit much for me at the moment. I will continue streaming from 9, well, 10 today, but from 9 in the morning to 5 p.m. in the afternoon, my time. I don't know about your time. That's my time. 9 to 5. I will continue doing that. I just won't be doing the A game in the morning and a different game in the afternoon. For now. Alright, so let's take a look at the map. Alright, let's see. We do actually have a decent amount of wood. Alright, but more importantly, sapphire. Alright, so we've got 2 sapphirites. That leads to about 500,000. There's another 500,000. The stereotype. Ammonium is 769, 750, 590. And we've also got really good, wait, what's this? Ah, I'll have to walk up there. Alright, so we've also got really good multi-phase oil, 5,620%. We've got natural gas at 1,264. Wood everywhere. So, yeah, this is actually a pretty good start. Looks like we've got a little lake over here. But then, oh, already got some biters seen. Alright. Alright, so we've got, looks like a large lake over here. I can't tell if that's also, I can't see this up here, so I can't see if this is just one really large lake or if it's 2 lakes. Well, I mean, we'll find out when we get a radar up and running. Alright, so let's gather our materials. And as well, I finally got long reach working sort of properly. Emphasis on sort of. Alright. Let's just have it up far enough that. What is that? What is that? I don't know what mod adds it, so I have no idea what it is. Puffer nest? Really? Huh. Angel's bioprocessing. Cool. Alright. Yeah, I probably should think of getting that mod too. Mod which I'm talking about now is sorry about that. Is Afraid of the Dark. And what that mod does is, as far as I understand it, it extends this area here, makes it brighter at night. It's a useful mod. Alright. Now, where is the... let's see. So, we can go to that sapphire. That sapphire. Oh, we've got scattered tenement as well. 84, 78. Alright. Oh. Alright. In that case... Oh, wait, hold up. Let me actually... Options... Interface? Was it interface? Yes. Where is the fuzzy search? Ah, whatever. Huh. That's not an option anymore. Oh, that's sad. Unless I was looking in the wrong area. What I was trying to do is, like, there used to be an option to have the pollution show up on the minimap. That used to be a thing. Apparently it's not anymore. Oh well. Alright. Now, actually, what I'm going to start with instead is stereotypes, or copper. Oh, there's the first autosave. Oh. Let's try mining the right thing. I'll deal with the... Oh, those are red ones. Alien biomes. That's interesting. This is actually the first time I've seen, like, not the regular brown. Those are red. I'm gonna leave them. Actually, wait, hold up. Yeah, I'm gonna leave them there. Because that's cool. I'm just gonna leave them there. I'm not gonna mind them. I mean, eventually I probably am going to mind them. It's just a fact of life. Alright, now. Let's see. Yeah, 1.3 is fine. Alright. Alright. Hold up. There we go. Stereotype. And that took all of my wood. Hold up. Where is the ore patch? Now, as you can see, I did, in fact, fix it.
Oh, this is going to be fun explosion.
As you can see. So, long reach is kind of working properly now. I mean, I can't mine things from a far distance still. But at least it's working in that regard. I don't know, maybe they changed it. Maybe I'm not supposed to. Yeah, of course I can't. Oh, I see. Combined yield is 1,264.
What?
That's 718. That's 546. And apparently that equals 1,264. And I'm not doubting it. It probably does, but whatever. Alright, so we're just going to mine that right away. Place you there. Now, immediately, you'll notice a difference with 5Ds. For instance, this is empty. This is kind of empty, except for the petrochem stuff. Because mining and processing, all right here. Plates, well, they're all right there. Oh, lead dust. I wonder how we get dust. Huh. Oh, I see. Alright. So, looks like they're made in new buildings. Alright, intermediates. That's where research is as well. Logistics. Wires are there. New fancy wires are there. Gold wire and aluminum wire. Of course, armor. Equipment. This is the guns. Decoration. That's where stone bricks are now. I mean, I know they're used in actual production now, but they're also technically decoration. There's no denying that. Oh, excuse me. All right. No. Wrong. All right. We'll take you. Yeah, we'll just take you for now. All right. We'll place you there. Oh, it's just really slow. Alright, so there's that. So copper production is up and running. It's not automated yet, but it's up and running. Alright, we got 10. Why is 10 important? Why did I need 10? Ah, yes, that's right. For the burner lab. Okay. We'll place you there again. Now we've got natural tree expansion and greenhouses, which I will actually be able to get to sooner than before because I, one, have larger patches of ribitite and babonium, so I can be more liberal with their production. Oh, wrong button. There's a thing over there as well. Right, so that's puffer nest. Don't know what that is. Yeah, as you can see, we can see it here. We can't see it there anymore. That's just sad. Very sad. I don't remember. Can we? Oh. Evidently we can. Cool. Now, this isn't an infinite ore patch anymore. Well, this is not an infinite ore patch like last time. So, sadly, we can't have this guy just sitting where he is forever. Eventually, we will have to move him. Alright, so yeah, we will eventually have to move about. Which is good, that's what we want. That's 100% what we want. This is sad. There isn't an... Actually, no. No. We have it pumping this way? I don't remember. Do I need a special... Right, I don't actually need anything special to mine regular rubitite and bobonium. I do need special things to mine the infinite ones. Wait, hold up. No, we'll be glowing. Oh no, maybe there is a tiny spot somewhere. Alright, so that's actually out. So let's put that like so. Grab you and put you like so. Alright. Pump that into there. Grab those. Now I should actually mine one of you, mine one of you, and I'm out of stone bricks. Do another one of you. Place you right there. And there.
All rules complete.
There. That should be enough. That is enough. Oh, I only needed 4. Never mind. Wonder what? Control F. Aha. So there. Blue science. Alright, so that's blueprint deployer. So that's that. And blueprint deployer. Area checker. Interesting. So they're just extensions of the logistics network. That's fine. I suppose that's why it's blue science. And of course warehouse needs steel processing. As would silos. Oh. Bobonium stuff. Bob Mudd's stuff. Oh. Titanium chests. Fancy. Right, we can actually get out of that now. Now, yes, this right here, 5 dims mod. It does actually, in fact, add researches as well. Specifically, those I do like. Well, these. We can only get the first one right now because we only have up to the first science, which is sad.
Almost complete.
That's new. Huh. That's new. Cool.
Well done.
Crawler construction vehicle.
Because
Oh! Oh, that's actually useful. Crawler construction train. Oh, that's actually useful. They're like mobile roboports. I mean, you could get a mobile roboport for your modular / power armor, but that's actually cool. Alright, before we actually forget, let's actually set the research. Now, normally, I believe I've mentioned this in the past, but normally I would go for something like automation or logistics. Oh, turrets doesn't actually require. Huh. Alright, yeah, we'll switch it to that. Okay, so normally I would do one of these researches first, simply because they're useful. But as you can see, they are useful. But simply because in this like mod pack kind of thing that I've made, that's not something I can do. Alright, so we've got turrets going. Let's grab those and just sit there. And now let's see, which one should I go? Should I go to this one? That'll be closer to that. Speaking of, let's grab that. Oh, let's grab all of that. Now, I don't remember if I showed it to you guys last time. One thing that I do like about this mining vehicle is it actually prioritizes its own fuel slots over its trunk, as you can see. And that is, in fact, one of the smartest things I have ever seen. But then again, that's how Factorio works now. Oh, looks like we dropped below 2000 bit rate a little bit ago. Not good, but oh well. Still excellent. So we're still stable-ish. As stable as my internet can be. Alright. Alrighty. Alright, so here's how we're going to do this. Once we get stereotype and sapphire production automated, and I don't know if we're going to do a belt again this time. We might. Maybe we'll do spaghetti, but then it'll evolve into a belt. Maybe we won't do a belt. Maybe we'll just do spaghetti. With the amount of materials that Bob's Mods has. kind of hard to not do spaghetti. Alright, I'll place you. What did you? Alright, so you added that. Was it full stack? Yeah, it was a full stack. Alright, we'll do full stack here then. Oh, full stack is already there. Well, okay then. Alrighty, now let's see. So, alright, let's sit here and calculate this. Alright, so 10, 20, 30. 30 plus 50, 80. 90. So we'll need 90 pack, red science packs in order to get everything up and running. Get everything up, running, and automated. Wait, is that counting turrets? See, that's deliberately not count turrets. 10, 20. S 70, 80. Yeah, that's counting turrets. Alright. We're at 14. 14 of that. Oh, yeah, that would be useful. Still 14. Now we're at 16. I need to be able to make 90 packs in order to get everything up and running. $90 packs. That is quite a lot of packs. Alright, we've actually been in the game for about 20 minutes. Out of home streaming. An hour-long stream. We've been actually in the game for 20 minutes. I don't know if that's sad or something. That's something. Alright. That there. No, I think that stack for crushed stone is 200. Alright, 22. What is needed for that? Alright, so it's an iron gear wheel and copper plate. I will be right back. Alright. I apologize about the phone. It's a landline, so there's not really much I can do about it. Alright, so I see, yes, we are in fact limited by the amount of iron we have. It's just a 30. I see. So if we want 100 packs, we will need 200 of each copper and steel. Iron! Iron, not steel. We're not at steel yet. Alright. Sadly, we're not at steel yet. Alright. Yeah, what I'm probably going to do is get the resources for the 100 packs, and then leave this running while I go and get myself something to eat. Do not be afraid to say hello in chat, those of you who are just joining. If you are if you are just joining and wondering why I started all over, it's because I have new mods and the infinite ores were far too many. Yes, it's mostly the new mods, specifically RSO. Alright, so I need 200 copper and 200 iron. Almost there. Ow. Oh, I got super anti-spyware. Alright. Oh, looks like it had an update. Alright, so we want to grab that. We want to grab those. Place those in there. Grab those. Grab those. Oh, there's an autosave. And place those in there. Alright, so we're at 48. And once again, yes. Oh, cool. And once again, yes, we're going for the Factorio Express and the Iron Throne 1. We're mostly going for the Iron Throne 1. No particular reason. Oh, tear attack. I still probably need to work on getting that. Kind of wish control click gathered and placed. Uh-oh. We're unstable right now. Yeah, that's not good. Hopefully it's not because my internet's about to go out. Crossing fingers. Oh, maybe it's because... Yeah, I think it's unstable because of super anti-spyware. Oh well. That's fine. That's fine. Ah, right. I almost forgot. Yeah, let's make these now. Oh dear. I almost forgot that we also actually do need to make the research labs. So we are actually much further behind than I actually originally thought. We can't exactly do the science if we don't have the science building. Alright, so luckily these are burner research labs, so they don't actually require power. Well, I mean, technically, no. Here's what we're going to do. And we already ruined it. Alright. I could speed this up by setting up another burner miner drill and another ore crusher. But that will use copper and iron, which kind of defeats the purpose. So this is fine for now. I wonder if the trees are actually expanding. I wonder if, because natural tree expansion or natural tree growth or whatever the mod was called, I don't remember what it was called. It said in the description that it grows on dirt and grass. It won't grow on like sand or stuff like that. Pretty much, it will. The trees will expand. The trees will grow on places where you would normally expect trees to grow. So you wouldn't expect a forest to be sitting on desert or well, sand or volcanic earth, things like that. So I don't actually know what this classifies as. Does it classify as dirt? Does it classify as sand? I don't know. Don't know. Well, I suppose we'll eventually figure it out. Because what I'm probably going to do is once we get our factory set up, I'll probably like this tree right here. I'll chop down all the trees around it. I'm going to do that now. I'm actually going to do that now. Because we are going to need a lot of wood. Anyway, so we're going to leave this tree alone. We're going to chop all the trees around it. This is how I checked how natural tree growth. Yeah, it's just puffer egg. Natural tree growth worked before back in 0.12 I think it was. It was either 12 or 13. Yeah, what I did was I had one tree, just all alone. Chopped every tree around it. Granted, it was in a larger radius than this right now, but chopped down every tree around it. And I told myself, if there's one tree around it in an hour, then natural tree growth does not work. If there's more than one tree around it, then it does work. That's how we're going to do this. We'll leave this tree all alone. I really need to check that. But I don't want to go up there myself for fear of the fact that it's possible that there's, like, see, biters right there. So I can't check to see how far this goes, because there's biters right there. There might be biters right there. Oh, as far as I know, that could be an island. With biters on it, which would be amusing. Kind of like a little zoo. Because as far as I know, biters are like the player character. We can't walk on water, or through water, for some reason. Alright, let's grab those. Alright. Alright, let's see. Let's put you there, grab you. Yes, I do apologize that we had to start all over, but oh well. Actually, you know what? 56. No, I'm just gonna grasp the first 50. So that's the first 50. So that's 25 for each of the these. Lord Alex 8888 and Matthew Palmer. That's the lab. That's my Brenner Labs. That's amusing.
Okay.
Alright, so pretty good to do it that way. Alright. Once we get to, say, 56. No, we didn't do the 50. We didn't do the 6. So 50. So once we get to 50 again, we'll turn around and do it again. That is one of the sad things, though. This beginning part is definitely slow because of the angels refining. It makes the beginning slow. Really slow. I mean, technically, actually, I could turn around and get it up and running now, but I would prefer to wait for the resources. We're at 22 now. 23. Oh, there's an autosave. Oh, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 80. 82, technically. Still 82. Now it's 87. we want exactly 50. So we're just going to go until we have 100. Nope. It's 39. We're almost there.
Holy shit.
41.
Okay, yeah, this is useful.
Well, 91.
Now I got a spare star.
Yeah, whatever. Alright. So there's the 50. Alright, so we're at 107 of those. 86 of those. E. $88. 90. 92. 94. 96. 98. Yeah, screw it. And excuse me. 100. Alright, so that should be 50 right there. Alright. Well, that's running. As I said, I'm going to go and get myself something to eat. And I shall be right back. And that'll do. Alright, we're back. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, he hasn't picked anything up yet. Oh, well. Alright. Alright. Hold up. Alright. Now we're back. Alright. Got a refill of my coffee. Got myself a bowl of cereal for breakfast. And excellent. Research is done. Alright, so with that, let's plop it in there. Plop it in there. Alright, that's 50 in each, so 100. Which means, if I counted that correctly, we should have 5 left over in each of them. Oh, there's an autosave. Oh, they can't be connected to the logistics network. Oh well. Oh, right. Hold up. Almost forgot. Sounds. Back. Back. Zoom. There we go. I do apologize about that. Alright, so there's that done. I see. Products. Gaseous puffer. Puffer. Gaseous puffer. Ingredient. Yes, he's puffing. Raw meat. Raw meat used in Santa Bray breeding. Small biter. Medium biter. Big biter. Interesting. Hope I didn't miscalculate. $100 should be more than enough. Oh. Thank you for the follow. Hold up. Give it a moment. What is it? M from a fat planet. Yep, M from a fat planet. Thank you for the follow. So there's research and electricity there. Let's see. 30 and 30. Alright, so yeah, that should end it with 5 in each. Good. Now, those of you watching, don't be shy in chat. Go ahead and say hello. Now, again, for those of you just joining the stream, I'm Stephen Hart. We are currently playing Factorio with a shitload of mods, specifically the AAI Industries mods, the Yuki Industries mods, Bob's mods, Angel's Refining, 5 dims. Let's see, we've also got NP Utility, Evo GUI, which is here, but and sort of like what is it made of, kind of like mod. I don't know if that's what it's called. But yes, if that's still running. Oh, it's running through Cosmo 2 now. Cool. And if any of you would actually like an actual list of the mods in which I'm using, I could either one, create a Google Spreadsheets document of it, or if you would prefer, no, I can't, never mind. I was gonna say I could make a Steam Workshop thing of it, but Factorio doesn't use Steam Workshop. No, instead it uses its own modding platform, which comes directly from the game itself, or at least it's in the game itself. Now, I don't think it would actually be too hard for them to turn around and implement workshop support, but they've got their own modding platform that works. So for now, it's fine. Yep, you've got that lonely tree still. Alright, so that's got 8, that's got 8. Now, this one right here, the Factorio Express, it's probably going to be the one that we get sooner, simply because, as I said at the beginning, oh, wait, let's check. Alright, 5 and 6. Alright, no, that's fine. Alright. Let's see if we have one that requires 10. 10. Stone walls. That requires 10, that requires 10, that requires 10. Fuel processing, that requires 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Oh. We need mechanical refining. 25. 50. 50. Yeah, I think it's going to be 50. Yeah, 50, 50, 50. 100. Electrical lab. 100. Petrol mining. 150. And of course, green packs. Alright, so let's do optics then, which will actually get us to radar, which will take 40. Alright, so let's do optics. Alright, now that that's done, let us, for one, do this once more. Grab those. Grab those. And let's see. Oh, I see. Small iron. Interesting, though. Nothing is in logistics anymore. Or, I don't know. So we've got a burner assembly machine. And yeah. 4 burner turbine generators should be enough for right now. That isn't, so once again, the main goal of this series is once again going to be developing enough so that everything, every little bit and piece is made in the factory. Not by hand, by me, but in the factory. So if I ever need to make something by hand, for whatever reason, I will have all the materials I need being made in the factory. So like, for instance, these burner turbine generators, they will be being made in the factory. by the factory. Electric motors will be being made by the factory. Stone furnaces will be being made by the factory. Iron gear wheels will be being made by the factory. Stone bricks are going to be made by the factory. Iron plates obviously need to be made by the factory. Copper cables, slurry, pipes, electrical poles. Everything is going to be made by the factory. That is the goal. That's goal number 1. Goal number 2 is, as you can see, these in fact produce, what is it? I think megawatts. Yeah, megawatts of power for energy consumption. Yes. Let me see. They produce how much? I don't know. They produce power. They produce megawatts of power. Goal 1, make it so that everything is made by the factory. Goal 2 is, let's just, goal 2, let's, production here. Well, actually, no. Consumption. I want the satisfaction and production to be more than 1 gigawatt. Or whatever it is. So not megawatts, but gigawatts. So 1,000 megawatts. Or 1,024, whatever it is. Yes, that is the goal. Those 2 things. Everything is being produced by the factory. And one gigawatt of power. Yes, I technically don't need to do those quite yet, but it's useful to fill them up. Oh shit. There. Oh. There. Alright, so yeah, there. Yeah, that's appropriate. No, that didn't taste right. Well, it didn't taste right simply because I swallowed it. I breathed it in instead of swallowing it. Alright, now. Let's see. Don't have electrical that yet. So that's sad. Still gonna have to do stuff by hand. So there's that. I don't mind it. Actually, here's what we're gonna do. Do we have... No, it's under here. Alright, so we do have those. So there is that. We also have these. So there's that. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to make one of those. You could go there. Actually, you know what? Yeah. I'm going to light my candle. I've got myself a candle from Yankee Candle. It smells nice. Come on. Come on. There we go. Stupid matchbox. I mean, the matchboxes are almost used up, so. Of matches themselves, so that's partially the problem. Place that in there. Not much we can do about that. Alright, so we've got that. We don't need you. We're gonna place you there. Now we do need you. Oops. Alright, so what we're going to do. Screw it. And yes, over time, transport belt will be replaced with the fast transport belt, and then the express transport belt, and then the fancier transport belts, and yada yada blah blah blah. As will the inserters and the stone furnace and the small electric. Well, actually, I'm probably still going to do these small iron electric poles. Speaking of, what do they need? Right. Instead of copper cable and wood, like here, well, raw wood, it's copper cable and iron plate. Alright, so, and yes, this will require power. And now, oh no, we need iron plates. Oh no, place you there for now. Oh shit, we actually gathered quite a bit of precious sapphire. It's sapphire, right? Yeah, sapphirite. Saphirite. That sounds right. That's how much we needed, right? That's more than enough. Alright. Oh. Stone. Man. It's gonna annoy the shit out of me for a while. Now, I'm deliberately not powering this yet. Because, for one, we don't have the poles. I'll place it there. For another, I want to set this up first. Alright, so. Yeah, we'll just have it loop back around. Alright. And that's where the initial for the iron will be. Alright, but now I'll loop back around again. And we need, where's the chests? Oh, I see. Mining and processing. Processing. I speak it in English. So it's there. Oh, I'll produce 5 more of those. Yeah. Let's see. 5 more of those. 10 more of those, actually. That will be. Yeah, it will be. Alright. Oh, shit. Shit. There we go. Alright. Oh, that was only enough to do one. Oh, that's amusing. Well, we only needed one, so there's that. Alright. There we go. Alright, so not output priority left. Output priority right. Let's see. Oh, stone pipes. Alright, what we want is that. So we can't get both of them. So we'll go there, there, and then there. Now we'll be able to just dump those in there. Alrighty. Actually, yeah, that works. Now, what we're probably going to do is eventually set up mining here, the actual proper mining, not this mining vehicle, but mining here. It'll loop. It'll go up, pass through the power, and any extra will turn around and be dumped here. And of course, then eventually split it off and dumped there. At least that's the plan. So we got 3, so that'll be able to no. We want it there because of course did they? They did. Alright, that's gonna be empowered for now. Actually, perfect. Alright, so we'll place it and it will automatically fill with coal. Actually, we could do it that way. Yeah, we're gonna do it that way. Well, yes, this does mean that. Alright, what this is going to do is we have a chest here. Yeah, we're only at kilowatts of usage right now, which is saying something. Not much, but it's saying something. Alright, we got those. And of course we're we've got the rubitite ore just sitting in our inventory. We can't use it. We can't use it yet. We'll just take that. Dump in one of those. Now, yes, for now we are going to sadly have to actually hold up. Doesn't. Yeah, I guess the first one will have to go there. Right, so that. Like that. I think. Yes, 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 like that. No. Like that. There. Wait. Ah. Yes. Perfect. Forgot about that. Yeah. I'm just doing this to show how this layout works. But as you can see, these two, which are actually working and have the inserters, they grabbed the coal from the belt. So that's how it works. Now, yes, it limits the amount of sapphirite we can have on the belt. But currently, this has to do. For now. Sadly. Alright. So let's see. Right. We are here now. Ah, so that's two more. Two more. Let's see, we need 3 more furnaces to make it 8. So that 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Damn it. Alright, so they're not just sitting there, let's actually just shove them in like so. And yes, technically, we don't have the crushed sapphirite production to run 8 furnaces. We won't. until we have electric production. Alright, we only need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I suppose we could move those. Let's see what we're at now. Still at kilowatts, but maximum power output 2 megawatts. So even though we're at kilowatts, we can output megawatts of power. Now I don't know if that means for 4 it's 2 megawatts, or if for 1 it's 2 megawatts. One or the other. I'm assuming it's for 1 it's megawatt. It's 2 megawatts. Assuming. We'll know when we get up to 2 megawatts. There we go. Now, yes, as you can see, we're producing enough crushed sapphire to handle barely more than 1 furnace at the moment. Now they're out of the way. Again, out of the way, that is. Alright. Here's what we're going to do for now. Grab these. That. And now, where is, here we are. Stone brick. Alright. There's the stone brick. Yes, there we go. Alright, so actually, so we can use the inserter. This is just going to be temporary. Alright, let's see, where is it? Alright, so it's, oh, I see. Intermediates. It's there. Alright, so there and there. We need an inserter. Just one. So, also need fuel. We'll do wood for now. What this is going to do is it's going to produce a science parents. So we no longer need to do them ourselves. Now, let's see, what do we need? Oh. Big lamp. Ooh, that sounds fancy. Alright, what we need is steel production. Well, technically what we need is electric mining. And electric labs. And there's sniper turrets. Turrets 1, turrets 2, turrets 3, oh 5. Alright, there's turrets 1, there's turrets 2. Turrets 3 requires military. Turrets 4 does not require military, but blue. Turret 5 requires blue and military. Alright, so to make turret Mark 5, gun turret Mark 5, sorry. We need nitinol gear wheel, nitinol bearing, gun turret Mark 4, of course, and nitinol plates. Nitinol processing. Advanced nitinol. Alright, so nickel and titanium. Titanium tetrachloride, titanium sponge, titanium ingot, molten titanium, and then titanium plates. So that actually requires more steps. To get the molten titanium requires more steps than most. It requires a gas or liquid, then the sponge, then the ingot, then molten. Most it's just the ore, ingot, molten, plate. This requires 2 more steps, which is interesting. Interesting. Oh. Sorry about that. I felt lightheaded a little bit right there. Probably has to do with the glass of wine I had last night. Oh. There's that. Alright. Oh. No. Let's do military. That way we can get the submachine gun. Now, we haven't had any run-ins with fighters yet. Alright. Do we have radars? No. Alright. So once we get automation set up, what we'll need to do is turn around, get that set up as well. So the crime on. There. Oh, and 2 down. Oh no. I forgot to put sweetener in my coffee. Oh. Alright. I want to put it there. suppose, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And again, I honestly have no idea. I mean, like with our previous game, it started doing the bus, but it turned into spaghetti simply because we ran out of room. So what I'm probably going to do is just forego everything and say we're just going to do spaghetti. Maybe that spaghetti will evolve into a bus. Maybe it won't. Maybe we'll do a bus that will evolve into spaghetti. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. I suppose it all depends upon how and where the biters spread. Because, like, for instance, if in this direction there's no biters for a very long time, we probably will do a bus going up. Or maybe we'll go north, south, east, west. Maybe we'll go east. Maybe we'll go south. Maybe we'll go west. Maybe we won't do bus. I don't know. What I do know is, again, as I said, the plan is 1. Uh-oh. Did Twitch freeze? Did the stream freeze? Oh, shit. This it could be my... That says 4. Oh, that says 4 too. Oh dear. There. Those. Oh. Browser froze. Oh, has anyone said anything? Okay, no one said anything. Let's pull that back up. Wait. No, I like having it on the settings screen. Because that way I can just glance at it and see chat. Oh dear. Oh yeah. Probably super anti-spyware. It's doing that. It's running the scan. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. Makes sense. That's fine. Alrighty. Where were we? Yes, we were setting this up. Alright, we don't want to go on a tenement. So, we need iron. Alright. We'll need more iron poles. Oh, that's fine. Oh, excuse me for the yawn. I wonder if that creative mode mod is updated yet. Or maybe there's a new one. Oh, there it is. Okay. So it just moves into my inventory. It's not going to be powered. We're actually going to move that so we can place that there. Alright. We want logistics, splitters. Ah, Jesus Christ. Alright, so there's that. Splitter. Oh, but we need belts too. Jesus Christ. Everything takes iron. Yeah. After this, we're gonna do the electrical mining. Because we just need way too much. Actually, like that. We'll place it down there. So that. That's just sitting there, so we can pick that up. Yeah, once military is done, we're gonna have to. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Say yes. Uh-oh. We dropped down to 1 viewer. Why did we drop down to 1 viewer? That's not good. I suppose we'll be back up soon. That's still running. Alright, set that now. Why is there a thing for webcam? I don't know. Alright, there's notifications. Let's put that. Alright, let's see. Let's press T. Alright. Where is it? There's electrical mining. Miner drills research. Large area miner drills. Mining drills. See, what I would have done with this research, the large area mining drills, how I would have done it is, you need to do mining drills research 1, to get large area mining drills research 1, and then mining drill 2 to get large area 2, and so on and so forth. That makes sense to me. But that's what makes sense to me. It might not make sense to the mod author. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna let this run. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna let this run. Fill up with iron. So that we can do some fancy stuff with the copper production. I will be right back. Alright, we are back.